while we're using stereotypes, this game's kind of like Pico de Gallo. Combines a bunch of things that are naturally separate into one delicious thing. Only Pico de Gallo is delicious. This is like a total overdose. Released back in 2005, Total Overdose, a gunslinger's tale in Mexico, suffers from a problem that's actually reflected in its title. The freaking name has almost 40 letters. It's too much! Same applies to the game. This is a combination of existing concepts that, while interesting on paper, comes across a bit muddled in practice. So you play as Ramiro Cruz, an inmate with a detective for a brother. Imagine their family dinners. Anyway, his brother needs Ramiro's help on an investigation, so he's released from jail to work as an undercover agent. What could go wrong, right? Oh, just shootouts in Mexico with drug dealers, banditos, and luchadors. You know, S.A. That old Castaño. Obviously, the game is rife with Mexican stereotypes. Because of that, Total Overdose caused a bit of a stir when it released. But honestly, the gameplay is a lot less exciting. That's not to say it's a bad game at all, but it does seem to take a sort of quantity over quality approach to its design. It borrows a lot of ideas, but it doesn't do any of them remarkably well. Total Overdose is a kind of third-person shooter. Basically, if you combined Max Payne with the time traveling of Prince of Persia and the open world, steal cars and kill people thing of Grand Theft Auto, and then ran it through a blender and made it more linear. Oh, and add mustaches and senoritas. That's Total Overdose. And again, that sounds pretty awesome, right? I mean, at the very least, it's an interesting mixture of concepts, but that's all it ever amounts to. The gameplay never feels like anything more than a checklist. Ramiro can blast fools while diving and running up walls, but never as well as Max Payne. I mean, even a game like Wet does this better, and with a lot more style. Where you're not progressing the story with kill this guy or blow this up missions, Ramiro can blow off some steam with side quests, one of the earliest of which had me blow up a drug dealer's burrito stand. Listen, I'm as pale as a dead Irishman. Even I was a little offended by that. I mean, I laughed, but I think the point still stands. Unlike the burrito cart. Look, this isn't a bad game. If you're into GTA or third-person shooters, you might dig this. It's just that it's average, and some of its ideas, the time reversal especially, are just totally out of place. Like a gringo and a taco fight. Or maybe you're into that kind of thing. And if so, hey, it's Total Overdose for the PS2. Thanks to our friend Sean from California for sending it in.